Time now to relax and douse the tension with some soul-lifting music. And what better way to have it than to bring in, that songstress, someone that can also help to ease the tension. And of course, to celebrate her achievement and success in the music industry. Let's welcome Bimbo, Bimbola Arowoselu to the program. Good morning and welcome to the Morning Brief on Channels TV.
Good morning. I'm so happy to be here today.
And we're happy to have you and to have some color on the program as well.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so let's start.
What? There's no color here.
Maybe you put on some color next time, Kanye.
Okay.
But you guys look so beautiful.
Thank you, right?
Yeah, thank you.
I'm not sure what color this is, but it's colorful color.
Yes, it is.
But you get the point.
I do, absolutely.
Okay, so let's start. Walk us through your journey as a musician and, why music? Why this career path?
Okay, I'll just try to make it very short. So, growing up, I realized anywhere I go, I hear music and I can't stop singing and dancing. So I actually started with dancing. I used to tutor kids in schools, choreography and the likes. Then I jumped into singing professionally at the age of 18, thereabout, and I started making money from it from that age, doing secular music then, and it was what the wow. Live music it was good, and it's been beautiful so far. But presently, sometime 2 years ago, I received a call, and it was something I couldn't reject. I struggled because I did secular music for 15 years, and it was kind of how am I supposed to do this?
Okay, I was going to ask you to give clarification on that call. Is it a call of multi-million naira deal?
No, I meant God called me.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had to listen, eat to the call, and here we are.
Interesting. Maybe you tell us your transition phase. How have you been able to transition? I know it can be tricky because you still get calls. Not that call, but you still get calls like, oh, we have a gig, right? And we're going to pay you × 4 because it is you, right? And you're like, can I take a break from that other call and take this call and all of that?
Trust me, I've had so many of that already.
So how did you manage the call? Did you put one call on hold, call waiting, and then you pick the other one?
Okay, so in order not to, wisdom is profitable to the wise. So what I did in situations like that, I refer some of my former colleagues to do the job if they don't mind. If not, then they'll just have to opt for somebody else.
Or if it's not too extreme, you can
if it's not too extreme. Of course, I still take gigs like weddings, birthdays, and stuff like that. But then we do strictly gospel.
Interesting how there are different markets, and you still have your market, and you have people who love the kind of product.
But permit me to say, I really strongly believe in love songs. I don't have anything against it.
Thank you very much. And that takes me to my next question, right? I'm not sure what data is out there about the content of songs and which one is more, but I can tell you that club music just give us something to move. We just want to move because there's a lot of things happening in the country, so we want to forget. True. I imagine that takes a huge chunk of content. Love, maybe there's some love in it. Maybe not the kind of love, I don't want to get explicit there, right? But not that kind of love. And I've seen what's playing out in River State, for example. You just want some love song blasting in the air. Love is all we need. Let us love ourselves, So, how first viable is the genre, the semi-genre of love songs? Has it been really viable for you? Are there times you want to say, let me do club music and put love in it so that at least people can dance and listen to my love? Is it viable for you?
For me, no. Why? Because even in the past, I've just been doing my business, as it were. But right now, God is love. I preach love. I sing love. I share love. And I just want to make people happy with my music. Every soul that get the opportunity to hear what I make, I just want to spread that love. And then also, in the consciousness of that God is love, and they should spread the love among themselves, also to their neighbors, friends, and family. That's just it.
My question is it viable for you doing love songs? Like, do you make enough money from it?
Doing love songs?
Yes.
So far, yeah.
I'd like to ask how much, but
Come on.
There can't be a
the
price.
person I'll be advocating for is not on the show today, so
Okay.
I'll leave that. And Kaide's question is instructive because we've had guests on the program who have said, okay, why shouldn't gospel singers be the ones to be singing about the need for us to end drug abuse, substance abuse? Why shouldn't gospel musicians be the one to be singing about the need for a cleaner environment? I mean, the message is a positive one, and the gospel means good news. But let's make progress in the conversation and talk about your creative process. How would you describe your sound? And the question is important because I see that you do a lot of composition in your language, in Yoruba.
Yeah.
So how would you describe your sound? I think I'll just allow you to answer the question before I follow up.
For the longest, I also struggled with it because the thing is, I can do so many things with music. I've learned, because of the live performances I've done, or rather I learned, it enabled me to be able to do different genre and style of music. So it kind of put me in a space where I could not really define exactly what I was doing, and I just know I fit into everything and I was doing it. So even presently, Yoruba is just my language. I love it, and it helps me to express myself better. So doesn't mean I can't sing in English language or any other kind of, a musician is not restricted to a particular style. That's for me, that's the way I see it. So, and that's what I've been doing. I can't tell you now that I'm how do I call it? Like, I'm a rap artist, or I'm a love singer, or R&B singer. I do everything.
Traditional gospel.
Everything. I do
You rap
everything.
too?
Yes.
Yo.
Don't tell me to give me a free start.
But you definitely do something eventually.
Definitely.
Now, the reason that question is important is because of events in recent times, of the last couple of years, where contentions have come over the original writer of a particular song. And I wonder if, gospel singers are being deliberate, intentional in that area, where they own the copyright of their songs. We could sit down and sing a couple of choruses that we knew from when we were growing up, and no one is able to put a name on the writer of the song. So are you thinking in that area, because your songs are quite distinct?
Yeah. Okay. When I came into the gospel area, I noticed a few things a lot of things are different from where I'm coming from. So I'm still adjusting too. I'm learning. I'm trying not to actually get into some things I'm saying. I just want to do me and be comfortable with what I'm doing, But to answer your question, I don't really know how to put it, but I'm doing my best to put a name to my song. And I actually made a similar mistake recently by doing a medley of my song with some known songs. It can easily be put up to who sang it. Maybe it's just one of those songs, So I'm gonna correct that, just like you said. I'm not sure a lot of people to make that same mistake, but I think it's still a work in progress. We'll do better.
Okay. So you know what? Help us out today.
Okay.
Low key. The other reason I was looking forward to this conversation, aside from meeting you, the great work you do, is to help a lot of us who think we can sing. Especially maybe you're in the bathroom, or you're alone, or you're listening to that song and you're singing it and you're like, I am even singing better than the singer. And then you pull out the earphones or someone is listening to you in the bathroom and like, please stop singing. So I want you to help us out, right? First, how do you sing on key? Because singing on key is it's like walking a tightrope. You have to balance, right? So how do you ensure you're always on key? What is a rule? Maybe you can run us through the tonic sulfur.
Okay.
Basically, how do you do that? Help us out.
I'll try to
Because we're the majority. You people are the minority, so help us.
I'll try to make it as simple as I can. Okay, so I used to say I'm a vocal coach as well. I tell my students everybody. I believe everybody can sing. It's just some of us have some kind of melodic sound, unlike some people. So to stay on key, it's a matter of practice, consistent practice. You don't wake up one day and magic is happening. Even those that are actually born with a dream or with the gift rather, they still have to brush it to make it so they can actually be consistent in their delivery.
So how do you stick? What do you do? Do you run the tonic?
Exercises.
Can you walk us through? I'm speaking for billions of people out there.
Okay,
so
That
maybe
is just to
one.
get free coaching.
No,
lessons.
this is not for me. Okay, well, this is for me and my people.
Okay, you could do some warm-ups like do re mi fa sol la ti do do ti la so fa mi re do.
Let's try to do that
That's
together.
basically the most basic exercise.
Okay, can we do it together?
Okay.
All right, so teach.
Do re mi fa sol la ti do.
First, do I have to sing on that key that you're singing onto?
Yes,
So, Bukola, are we going to do it together?
we could.
All right, let's do it.
Do.
Do,
Good. Re.
re,
Mi.
mi. Do I have to gesticulate like you? Mi,
Fa.
fa,
Sol.
so,
La.
la,
Ti.
ti,
Do.
do.
So with the
But there's some strength
Yeah.
to what you're doing.
Yeah.
So how do you project better?
You just have to project. You listen to yourself, you correct yourself, just like we did it just now.
Yeah.
When you go back to it again, you notice what you did wrong the first time. You try to correct yourself again. There's no better detail
Kade,
than
you continue your coaching lessons after that.
No.
Tell us
This is
about
very important.
Aria medley.
No, this is very important. You tell us about Aria medley. But I hear you have to sing from your stomach, chest,
diaphragm.
your diaphragm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your chest and your head voice. That's
All right.
your nasal.
So we'll continue our training.
Yeah.
But tell us about Aria medley.
Let's go, Aria medley.
Okay, so one beautiful afternoon, I was hungry and I was like, okay, let me make noodles. As I was approaching the kitchen, I noticed there was no noodles in the house, and I was getting the nudge to speak in tongues. I was wondering, if you look at me now, what's going on? So I went downstairs and I started speaking in tongues. I looked like a mad person that day. And everybody was staring and I couldn't stop. I couldn't bring myself to stop. When I got upstairs and those songs started coming, believe me, I had no thoughts about those words. It just came and I started recording on my phone. And after I was done, I came up with about 3 new songs I never thought about. And that was the first for me. I've been praying for the power of utterances, the power of, those things. And it happened to me like a miracle. And I've always heard people say, the Holy Spirit gave me a song. I've never experienced that. Usually I have to sit down, right, if I have to, But that was the first for me. And I went to the studio and recorded it. So while recording, I felt people would actually get more familiar with it if I should add some old songs that they've, heard before to it. And it came out really beautiful and I loved it. That's just about...
So what's the strong message from
It
Aria
has
medley?
a lot of messages because every side of the song has different sides. The first song was saying, Idemija ishegumode aramiya gagalati yoluwa Idemija ishegumode. Like the shackles have been broken. I am so excited to worship you, oh God, because you have saved me. So there's this part of the song that also say, oh, it's all you me. It's referencing God, like, to you, oh God, I give all the glory. Thank you for saving me. There are so many meaning and sides to the song. It elevates even me that sang the song. Anytime I get to listen to the song, I feel fresh. And my message, truly, I just hope that every soul that gets to listen to this song, find a meaning to it, bind themselves, and also it's helped them to love God more, get closer to Him.
Well, I'm hoping that this will resonate with them because we're big on politicians and politics and how maybe they need to plug into your music, get some sort of inspiration because we really need all of that. But quickly, 30 seconds.
Okay.
Future plans. What stage are you looking to perform? Are you planning to sell out? Which arena?
Well, growing up, I'll go back there. I always, even while I'm not sleeping, just see myself on a very big, large stage. But for the longest, I never heard what I was singing. Yeah, but 2 years ago, I heard it loud. I woke up with a song, Majesty, your grace has found me just as I live. And that was how I confirmed the calling. And if I want to answer you plain blank, I see myself in the largest, biggest of stage ever, and I'm looking forward. I'm working towards it. I'm not in a rush though. I'm following the due process, and I really want people to see that I didn't just rush into it. I'm following due process, and I believe it will happen very soon.
All right.
It'll be good to see you, Nigerian gospel artist, selling out the O2 Arena.
Definitely.
Okay, so we can start from here now. This is a stage, so sing us something and make that announcement to the world that you're coming.
Jésù olùtọ́jú ènìyàn. Sáré náà rè o. Bàbá olùtọ́jú ènìyàn. Sáré náà rè. Sí ọ olùtọ́jú mi. Sí ọ olùdáàbò mi. Sí ọ Ọlọ́run tó ra mí padà ó mo dúpẹ́ Olúwa olùtọ́jú mi. My family, Abimbola Arowoselu, your girl is coming. As in, ó ti wà lọ́nà.
What's up?
You're seeing me already. You don't even have a choice, but then very soon, I'm cooking something hot.
I will look forward to partaking in that. Thank you so much. And what a way to announce yourself.
Please subscribe, stream my song, Aria. It's on YouTube, on all platforms. Please. Thank you very much.
A beautiful way for you to unfold from the initially quiet to the vivacious singer. Bimbo Arowoselu, gospel singer. Thank you so much for joining us on the program.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And there you have it. By the way, the police has put out a statement about the situation in Rivers State, saying they got an counter order, but the IGP had to act on all of those court orders, and that's why you see what's playing out in Rivers State. But then the statement signed by Olumuyiwa Adejobi says the IGP has emphasized the force's commitment to maintaining law and order, upholding democratic principles, and fostering peace, unity, and progress across the nation. And he's asked the Commissioner of Police in Rivers State to rise up to the occasion and restore law and order in the state. So this is a developing story, but the police has come out to say we are not political yet again. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget, Sunrise Daily is next, and there's more on the River State political situation.
And more on all the other developing stories that will be following for you on Channels Television. So stay with us all through the day. We'll bring you the best programming. We'll be back again tomorrow. I am Bukola Koka. Bye for now.